Carol Jurgensen Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your mental health and your status as a person. Now, I know we think about status as what we've achieved and what people think of us. I'm not talking about that. Maybe I'm even talking about homeostasis. Well, what I know to be true is that you have been through a lot, whether it's been in your childhood, early adulthood, or later in life. You've been through a lot. And if you're sitting around thinking, my life is pathetic and I will never dig myself out, you're being a victim. And I want you out of that victim role. Now, you may look at me and say, Carol, I'm sorry, but, I make minimum wage. I've been divorced twice. My husband's a deadbeat dad. My ex-husband is a deadbeat dad. Or if you're a man, you may say, are you kidding me, Carol? I can't find a promotion. I'm not making what I'm worth. And I'm paid child support for 4 kids. And I'm broke. Well, I realize those are all hard circumstances. I would not want to deny you that. But what I know to be true is that it is your attitude that will help take you to that next level. And what is that next level? That next level is being able to become a survivor and a thriver from your victimhood. So let's talk about that. If bad things are always happening to you and you don't know what to do to make a difference, then you need to ask yourself, what is it about me that has been able to live through these crises, live through the difficulties, live and accept my fate? Well, it's probably your strengths as a person. You might be strong, you might be dedicated, you might be determined, you might be tenacious. But knowing those strengths will help build that backbone so that you can take your life to the next level. So you go from victim to survivor. And becoming a survivor means that you're strong, you're resilient, you can get through anything. And you're going to do that by having a positive attitude. And that positive attitude doesn't mean that you become Pollyannish. What that positive attitude means is that you look at things and you say, okay, what do I need to do to grow stronger? What is this teaching me? And how am I going to be a better person because of it? That turns you into a survivor. Now, when you got your survivorship down and you're really living in the flow and you know that you are a survivor, that you live in the moment and you look at what is working, well, then it's time to say, how can I take my life to the next level? And taking your life to the next level means that you become a thriver. So you go from victim to survivor to thriver. And when you're a thriver, you decide, how am I going to use my circumstances to help others, to grow even more exponentially, to make a difference in this world? As a therapist and a coach, I have oftentimes wanted to work with the toughest populations. When I was in my 20s, I wanted to work at Riley in their psychiatric clinic and work with some of the toughest kids and families because I wanted to make a difference. And when I worked for Tri-County Mental Health, I wanted to work in the abuse population because I wanted to help not only the kids that experienced abuse, but I wanted to help their families figure out how to reconciliate, how to set boundaries, and how to reconnect to keep everybody safe. Well, many of you know I work with sexual addiction now. So I work with the sex addict, the partner, and family. And that is a very dark field, not because I work with pedophiles, I typically don't, but because I work with lots of couples that have hurt. They have experienced partner betrayal and sexual infidelity and all sorts of things that make them not trust the world. And I obviously, Boo, my husband's trainer is here. They obviously have said to themselves, okay, how am I going to get through this crisis? What am I going to do to make it better? So, one of the ways that I believe that I've become a thriver is that I have figured out what I can do to make this world a better place. Now, what can you do to make the world a better place? That means, what can you do to make your kids feel more comfortable? Your grandkids feel more safe? I guess that'd be safer. What can you do at your job to make more of a difference? You know, it can be little or it can be huge. I'm probably never going to go to Haiti and do mission work. But yet I've got girlfriends and guy friends that do that every year. I'm probably not going to go to Thailand and help the tsunami victims. But I do know that I can make a difference from my office, from my desk, and when I go around the different cities and talk about sex addiction and partner betrayal. So now what can you do? Are you going to collect socks for the military? Are you going to go down to the kitchen and serve the homeless? Are you going to raise money for your church? Are you going to volunteer at a daycare? Are you going to ask your grandkids to hang out with you one extra day a week because that's where they get away from the chaos? What are you going to do? That's being a thriver. So today, I want you just to remember that it all starts with being a victim. And once you realize, I am a victim, this stuff is happening to me and I don't know why, you can then say to yourself, oh, no, wait a minute. How can I learn to be a survivor out of this victimhood? And then when you get comfortable being strong and being a survivor, you can say, hey, what do I need to do to become a thriver? I'm Carol Jurgensen Sheets, aka Carol the Coach. And you know, I always say to you at the end of every video, there will only be one of you at all times. Fearlessly have the courage to be yourself.